హలో హాయ్ 13 ఏళ్ల తన ఫిలిం కెరియర్లో మొదట్లో ఉన్న ఒకటి రెండో ఫ్లాపులు తప్ప అసలు ఫ్లాప్ అంటే ఏంటో కూడా తెలియని ఒక యాక్టర్, డైరెక్టర్, ఫిల్మ్ మేకర్, ప్రొడ్యూసర్ ఈజ్ విత్ మీ రైట్ నౌ. ఆయన ఏ సినిమా చేసినా కూడా ఆ సినిమాలో ఏదో ఒక యునీక్ పాయింట్ ఉంటుంది. అదే ప్రేక్షకులని బాగా ఇంప్రెస్ చేస్తుంది. ఒక అన్కన్వెన్షనల్ బాడీ ఆఫ్ వర్క్తో ఈవెన్ తెలుగు ప్రేక్షకులకు కూడా దగ్గరైన simple star Rakshit Shetty is with me on my channel Prema The Journalist. Hi Rakshit.
Hi.
It's an honor to actually sit across you.
Thank you.
Because మీ సినిమాలు ప్రతి ఒక్కటి దేనికి అది it is different, unique and unconventional. You've not followed any format. I appreciate you for that.
Thank you so much.
So what made you do that, Rakshit? అంటే ఇది కాన్షియస్గా మీరు తీసుకున్న డెసిషన్ అంటే మొదటి 2 సినిమాలు didn't work. So what went through after that failures?
I want to explore myself as an artist came much later. So when the first 2 films didn't work at that time, still I wanted to establish myself as an actor.
Okay.
So luckily I got a film called Simple Avandosri that was a big hit, and by then I had already written Ulidoru Kannante, which I was desperate to direct. So I made Ulidoru Kannante. And Ulidoru Kannante failed in the box office, although today it is considered as one of good films. That time it failed in the box office. At that time I was completely confused at what do I do then, because this is my kind of film and I want to direct or write more films like this, but it is not working in box office. So what do I do? So that's I tried again 1 or 2 commercial films again, which those films also didn't work. So I was like, then what's the point? You do commercial films, there is no guarantee that it will work. You do your kind of film, there is no guarantee that it will work. Then I better do my kind of films, and see if it will work or not, rather than doing films like it doesn't make sense to me. And I always believed that 15-20 years down the line, when I look back at my filmography, I should be proud of it. Me as a person, I don't care if the rest of the world is proud of it. I as a person, I should be satisfied with how I have led a good life where I have done these beautiful films.
Yes.
I should be satisfied with myself at least.
Correct.
So that was the idea. And then, so what do I do? So then I started accepting only films which made sense to me. And also I wanted to create a very stronger platform, which is why I wrote Kirik Party, and then I did Avaneshri Mandarana. Now Avaneshri Mandarana is a commercial film if you look at it from one perspective, but it is my kind of commercial film. There are a lot of things which ASN has, which normal other commercial films they don't have.
Very true.
So they say that okay, the mass audience need fight. Okay, I can have fight in my film, but it will be in my style.
It should make sense according to you. Some sensibility
exactly.
should be there. Yeah.
Sensible for that film at least.
Correct.
I can't have a ASN Avaneshri Mandarana kind of a fight in a Sapta Saagaralu Dhati Side-B. Sapta Saagaralu Dhati will have different kind of fight sequence based on that character. So I consciously chose that I want to keep doing films which will make sense to me even after 15-20 years. Along with that, I truly wanted to be an artist. Probably that idea comes from I started with doing theatres. So I didn't do it for too long, but while doing theatre, I came across few people who influenced me with their thought process. I liked their thought process, the way they look at art, the way they look at being an artist. And that actually is very strong in theatre, which is not there in cinema, because as soon as you come to cinema, it becomes commercial. So why can't art and commercial coexist?
In hand. Yeah.
Because if it is only about commercials, that has more money probably, and that is more guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance it? So I always tried to balance that. In Kirik Party also, I wanted it to be a big hit because it will set me as an actor. I will have a proper strong platform in the Kannada industry, and I can do many more films. As a filmmaker, I can experiment.
Yes.
I come from engineering background. I have seen that life. So how do I project that life in a very entertaining way? So similarly in ASN also, and at the same time I want to explore myself as an artist. I don't come with artistic training and stuff like that. I have not gone to film school as an actor or as a filmmaker. I've learned filmmaking watching films. Watched interviews of many directors then to understand their perspective of how do they see cinema, and I'm influenced by their ideas that they watch cinema like this, and probably that artistic values in them has come inside them. Probably even they are inspired, but there is an innate artistic value they carry. And so how do I imbibe that inside me? So these are the questions probably I answered quite early in my career, and I chose to do.
Yeah, but Rakshit, see, when you actually started it off, it was some 13 years back. So in those days, it was still that formula-based films that were working. I mean, you can't experiment. The audience were not willing in those days. At least, 5-6 years back, ever since the COVID pandemic has started, I think people's perspective has changed. And now they want different stories, different themes. So now your stories will work. But in those days, with what guts you took up that step? I mean, what was, and you were not someone from the film industry. You didn't have any background. So where did you have that strength, inner strength?
One thing was, I was very sure that, if you give you 100%, life will give you back 100%. It won't, cheat you, for sure. Life is about learning. If you fail, probably you learn from that and do something better. So for me, I'm not scared of failure. It's not that I want every film of mine to do 50 crores or 100 crores. When I do Sapta Saagaralu Dhati Side-B, I want to see what is the market this film has. So that as a producer I'm learning, as a filmmaker also I'm learning. So my next film, I know, okay, if I do this kind of film, this is the market. It's not, the market is not just mine. The market is the kind of film I am associated with. Charlie has done a different kind of numbers. Sapta Saagaralu Dhati Side-B has done different kind of numbers. Rakshit and Hemanth has done a different kind of numbers, although it is the same actor. And all three films are considered as hit films. Yet it has done different numbers. And
they are different genres.
They have done different numbers because they are different genres.
Exactly. Yeah. So Rakshit, when you actually sit down now and think about what all went through in the past, a film, some films were hit, some films have flopped, some films are blockbusters, but you have an actor, a writer, a director, a producer in you. How do you actually amalgamate all of those four things and bring out a nice product? Don't you get confused because your actor, the actor in you might say no, this won't work. The director might say no, this will work. So you have four people in you. No, so how do you actually get there?
There are no four people actually. There's one guy who just loves cinema. So, and that guy does he produces films because he loves cinema. He writes because he loves cinema. He directs because he loves cinema, and he acts because he's again the same reason.
Every craft has its own calculations, right? If you're a producer, you have your own calculations. Obviously, you will be thinking the numbers.
And my only intention is to recover the money. As long as I am doing a good film.
Not to make huge profits.
As long as I invest so much, and if I recover that money, forget not even I don't even include my remuneration when I calculate the recovery. So I see it that way. For me, it's like, see, money will come. If not today, tomorrow I'll make one commercial film and the money will come. It's not that you will take money when you go. But what you leave behind is again your profile, the kind of work you have done. That is the only thing which you leave behind, and that should inspire people. I believe. I mean, when life has given you so much, when the nature has given you so much in terms of it has kept you in a certain place. Not everybody reach that place. Not everybody can have the kind of market which is created now when I'm an actor. Now, although there is an effort put behind it, not there are people who have put more effort than me, and probably they have not made it. The only difference probably is, you know, the way you look at a life. So then for me, what I leave behind is matters the most.
Yes, yes.
Probably next time I'm going to do Richard Anthony. That is going to be little, you know, mass and commercial than Sapta Saagaralu Dhati Yellow. But it will be in my style.
Okay.
So if I'm talking about money, then probably money will come there. If that doesn't make it, I'll do one more film. If that is the intention.
So, but whatever you do, you will do in your own style,
My
your
style,
own
yeah,
way.
yeah.
You will not cross your lines, and you know, and to impress somebody, you don't do anything. Or
No, probably I will do something to inspire someone, but not to impress.
Okay.
If there are 10 filmmakers who would want to be who want to tell their stories, who want to express themselves in the medium of cinema, because if this guy can make it, I can make it.
Achha,
Because
okay.
I started from zero budget short films. When I came to Bangalore, I had nobody. I searched on Orkut and found a short film making group so that I should have a team. So I met them, and they were already making short films. I didn't like what they were making, so I wrote my own short film and made use of that crew and made them work for me. And my first short film, when I watched it, I was like, no, what the hell is this?
Okay.
This is not working.
You didn't like your short film also.
Yeah, I edited it myself and I deleted it.
Okay.
I didn't even want to or show it to my friends. Then I started thinking what went wrong. And when I realized what went wrong, I did one more short film which was better than this one. Yet I was not satisfied. I deleted that also. My third short film, the trailer of that short film, people started liking it. I uploaded it on YouTube, and people in the industry started calling me and, you know, appreciating that trailer. Now when I look at it, even that looks bad.
Okay.
But at least, you know, they saw that and they called me, and because they called me, then I wanted to do one more short film.
Okay.
So I think my fourth short film gave me the confidence that I can direct a film now. So I come from there. So
Yes.
during the initial stage of my career, I have attended probably 20 to 30 auditions. I was a very bad actor. I realized in that audition that when I was in my college, I used to perform on the stage and all. That performance is not working here.
Okay.
Or that performance had a lot of rehearsals, and because of that I could give my best. But when you go to auditions, you get a 3-page dialogues right then and there, and you have to prepare in 1 hour, and you have to give an audition. I was a very shy guy, and without preparation I was nothing. I realized all that, which is why I started writing for myself.
There is a lot of hard work that went through, Rakshit.
that
You
is-
can't deny that, right?
Right.
So you started off with short films and then theatre, and then you've just put in so much of work, and you realize that you're not a good actor, and again you started practicing, rehearsing, and doing so much. See, that won't go for a waste, right?
Right.
That will obviously.
Yeah. Hard work is necessary probably everywhere.
Exactly.
That you can't take for granted.
Correct.
But again, for me it was not work, because see, when something pulls you from inside, then you don't consider it as work. You're not doing it because or you want to make money or all that. You're doing it because you like doing it. You're happy doing it. So I never considered it as hard work. That was my life.
Yes.
Then.
So now cinema has actually become global, right?
yeah.
See, even 5 years back also, it was like Kannada cinema, Tamil cinema, Malayalam cinema, and all that stuff.
Right.
Now that everything is like now united, it's like one. It all came under one umbrella. And how do you feel, when Kannada films, especially your films, are being watched here in the south? How do you feel when you actually land in Hyderabad, whenever you receive so much love from the Telugu audience?
In the sense, I always knew that this is the land of cinema.
Okay.
Because there is no other place in the country where probably every family would go and watch a film, at least one film a week, and that is their celebration for the weekend.
Yeah.
When I was doing my engineering, I had a friend called Vamshi Krishna who was from Vizag. I'm not very sure if Vizag or Kannur, because I get a little confused there.
Okay.
And he is the one actually who introduced me to Telugu films. I had watched Chiranjeevi sir's many films by then, because his films had travelled. His films, or Kamal Hassan sir and Rajinikanth sir's film from Tamil, they had travelled to Udupi even when I was a kid. But otherwise, I was not exposed to many Telugu films. So he is the one who introduced me to Telugu films. Those are the days when probably Allu Arjun, he made his debut with Arya, and he actually used to tell me that the craze for cinema in Andhra and Telangana.
Okay.
And he used to tell me, I did not understand the crux of it. I'm like, yeah, okay. When I came to Bangalore, that's when I realized what he actually meant then. And so I'm not surprised, when good films are received so well here. Because when cinema is the culture, then you're actually open to see all kind of films, right? It feels great.
I know, and you're so loved here. People really love you, Rakshit. I mean, they like your work, especially Charlie 777. Such a wonderful film. And this one, Sapta Saagaralu Dhati, I should talk about this film. ఈ సినిమా నేను చూశాను ఫస్ట్. అయితే నాకు ఒక క్వశ్చన్, సైడ్ ఏ సైడ్ బి ఏంటో నాకు అర్థం కాలే. అప్పుడు నాకు అర్థమైంది సినిమా చూశాక, టేప్ రికార్డర్లో ఒక సైడ్ రెండు సైడ్లు ఉంటాయి కదా, అందుకనే అలా పెట్టారేమో అనుకున్నాను. బికాస్ నార్మలీ పార్ట్ 1 పార్ట్ 2, సో సైడ్ ఏ సైడ్ బి. బట్ ఒకటి చెప్పండి, ఇన్నేళ్ల తర్వాత ఒక డీప్ లవ్ స్టోరీ, ఎంత డీప్, నిజంగా చెప్పండి, ఈ రోజుల్లో అలాంటి ప్రేమ ఉంటుందా? అంటే టుడేస్ లవ్, people say that is corrupted. అంటే there is no real commitment. లవ్ ప్యూరిటీ లేదు. ఇది ఎప్పుడో మనం 90ల్లో 80ల్లో 70ల్లో చూసాం అలాంటి ప్రేమ. అలాంటి ప్రేమ ఈ రోజుల్లో లేదు. మీరు అలాంటి ప్రేమని తెరకెక్కించి చూస్తే అందరూ ఒక్కసారి షాక్ తిన్నారు, ఇలాంటి ప్రేమ అసలు ఉంటుందా? విల్ రియలీ పీపుల్ లవ్ సో మచ్, అంత అన్కండిషనల్గా, అంత ప్యూర్గా?
I am sure it must be there, because I have seen few couples at least.
Few. I'm talking about the percentage. ఒకప్పుడు it was like commitment. If you love somebody, you are committed for life. This was the thing ఒక 20 years back or whatever. ఇప్పుడు అట్లా లేదు కదా. మీరు మరి ఎలా నమ్మారు ఈ కథ? అంటే ఈ రోజుల్లో ఇప్పుడు యూత్కి ఎలా కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది అనుకో?
Because see, whether if that kind of a love is there or not, people definitely are craving for it.
Yes.
Everybody wants that kind of a love.
Yes.
And most of the times we go and watch stories or films because we want to be in that place. We want to experience that kind of a love. We want to experience that kind of a being that character. If not this, I'm talking even in general, in entertainment films also, you like the protagonist hitting 10 people because you want to be there. You want to be a warrior like him. So that gave us kind of confidence that we can definitely make these kind of films. And also probably once in a while there has to be a reality check, right? In the sense, once in a while I think this kind of love also exists. Anta you should come and tell people. The films should inspire in a lot of ways that this also can be possible.
ఎందుకంటేనండి ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లా ఉందంటే, ఒక ఇద్దరు ఇష్టపడితే, ప్రేమించుకుంటే, లేకపోతే పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటే, ముందు ఏవైతే మంచి మంచి ఆహా ఓహో అని నచ్చుతుందో అవే తర్వాత నచ్చవు. సేమ్ క్వాలిటీస్ యూ వోంట్ లైక్ లేటర్ ఆన్, అండ్ దట్ బికమ్స్ అన్ ఇష్యూ. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు మీ సినిమాకే వస్తే, ఈ సినిమాలో యాక్సిడెంట్ చేయలేదు, చేశాడు అన్న నెపంతో జైలుకి వెళ్తాడు, ప్రిజన్లో ఉంటాడు. అయినా ఈ అమ్మాయి ప్రేమ ఇంచు కూడా తగ్గదు. ఇంకోళ్ళు అయితే అసలు వదిలేసి వెళ్ళిపోతారు. జైల్లో ఉన్నవాడిని ఏంటి, లెట్ మీ లుక్ ఫర్ సంబడి ఎల్స్ అని. అదొకటి. రెండో వైపు ఈ అబ్బాయి కూడా ఎక్కువ అంటే ప్రేమను చూపించాడు. ఎందుకంటే ఎక్కువ చూపించేస్తే మళ్ళీ ఈ అమ్మాయి లైఫ్ ఎక్కడ పాడైపోతుందో అని ఒక సాక్రిఫైస్. సో ఇంత ప్యూరిటీతో, ఇంత ఇదిగా ఇద్దరు వ్యక్తులు ఉంటారు అన్నది అసలు దట్ యాక్చువల్లీ it pulled me down. It's like it was so draining when I'm actually seeing, oh really, ఇట్లా ఉంటుందా? ఎంతసేపటికి ఎదుటి వ్యక్తిలోనే తప్పుని పాయింట్అవుట్ చేయడానికి రెడీగా ఉంటారు ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళు. అలాంటిది ఎదుటి వ్యక్తిలో తప్పు ఉన్నా కూడా యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయటం. That how, I mean, when he started writing, when he started narrating, you didn't raise these questions.
No, actually, when he told me the story, to be frank, I loved the story. But I was more curious about how Hemanth is going to show this story, because he's not a regular filmmaker. I know there is something which is going to be added. It's not just the story. It is Hemanth's. It is coming from Hemanth is what made me accept the film, and I know how much he loves cinema. So when you love cinema so much, it is not going to be just a story. I am going to immerse myself in that cinema because of the way he's going to tell that story. Because if you watch the film, Charan Raj's music is the soul of the film. I always call that, if Advait is the body of the film, Hemanth, the director, he is the mind of the film, and the soul of the film comes from the music, which is Charan Raj. And that combination is what makes, obviously, when you have these beautiful technicians who are working for the project, as an actor, obviously you would want to give your 100%. When there's a beautiful team which come together to make a film, and there is no negativity as in energy wise, the film has always worked in a certain way. At least it has always become a good film. It never has become a bad film, at least in my observation, in the kind of films I have made. When the film didn't work is because I have seen the negative energies working for the film, in terms of it can be a producer, the way he thinks. If the whole team is working really well, but if one producer can come and completely spoil it I have done one film where we had a story, and my friend was directing it, but the producer was like, I want at least 3 fights in the film, 4 songs in the film, and okay, fine. So we made songs also, which was actually true to the story, but that he didn't like it. So he got one more music director, and he made him compose 4 songs, which actually didn't make sense at all. But he spoiled the whole film. That's the reason why we formed Paramba Studios, because we didn't want to. We give 1 year to make one film, and 1 year is like even if you live for 60 years or 70 years, that's like 1.5 or 2% of your life.
Correct.
And when you give so much, you can't. Somebody can't just come and spoil it.
కథని మీరు పూర్తిగా నమ్మితే, ఆ టీమ్ అంతా పాజిటివ్గా ఉంటే, మీరు విల్ జస్ట్ జంప్ ఇంటు ద ప్రాజెక్ట్.
I normally see that. Director who's the captain of the ship, because he's the one who is going to take the whole film on his shoulders. And then if the director is good, normally he will bring the right technicians, right actors to the set. And first 5-10 days only you start realizing that where this film is going.
రక్షిత్ గారు, నేను విన్నది ఏంటి అంటే, మీరు ఎప్పుడు ఏ సినిమా చేసినా ఆ పాత్రలో మీరు ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయిపోయి, ఆ పాత్రతో ట్రావెల్ చేసి, ఆ పాత్రకున్న ఏవైతే క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్, లేకపోతే ఆలోచనలు, ఐడియాలజీస్, అవన్నీ మీరు ఇంబైబ్ చేసుకొని మీ నిజ జీవితంలో కూడా వాటిని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తారంట. ఇది నిజమా?
Every character has a character arc in any film. And especially the kind of films I am involved in, that character arc is very intense in most of the films I am involved in. And I normally see if the character goes through the right arc and he comes across a realization by the end of the story, then that realization must be good, right? Otherwise it won't become a story,
right?
If a story is something which inspires people, and if it has to inspire people, then it has to be a good, the character arc has to be a good arc. The realization what the protagonist comes across is a good realization. So I always question myself that do I have that realization? When Dharma, an introvert character, falls in love with the dog, which shows unconditional love to him, I question myself that do I love dogs as much as Dharma does? Because if you don't, then there's something, some problem inside you, right? And I am as introvert, not as Dharma probably, but I am an introvert that way. And it helped me in the sense I found myself not loving dogs as much as Dharma does.
Earlier, before the film.
And by the end of the film, I had 3 dogs with me. So that is a change which came, inside me. Even Sapta Saagaralu Dhati Side-B also, the kind of unconditional love what this guy has for the girl. I mean, in Side B, I mean, obviously he would have gone to the jail, and that 10-year that experience I don't have. So obviously I'm not. Let me not talk about Side B, but Side A at least, that unconditional love for any human being. Let it not be just a girl, but any human being. Do I have that? And when that question arises, I started looking at my relationship with my parents. I started looking at my relationship with my sister, the way it was when I was a kid. And now, as you grow, there is a distance which starts developing. As my sister, she gets married and goes and settles down in America. There is a small distance which, when I go to when I go and spend some time with her, in fact, when after shooting this film, I went and then stayed 1 month with my sister, because I started seeing there is a difference with my, the way I look at my parents, or the way I talk to my parents. It's not the same as I was a kid. So once this question arises, then the answers, the life will teach you.
So that's good. No, I mean, you will day by day get to become a better person.
And that is life, right?
That's life. Yeah. And the transformation is beautiful.
Yeah, true.
The transformation is beautiful. Yeah. So when we talk about Side B, Side A లో మొత్తం వెరీ వెరీ ఇంటెన్స్ లవ్ స్టోరీ చూపించారు. Side B ట్రైలర్ చూస్తేనే తెలిసిపోతుంది దట్ ఇందులో ఏదో ఒక రివెంజ్ ఉంటుంది, ఫైట్స్ ఉంటాయి, యాక్షన్ ఉంటుంది, ఇవన్నీ ఉంటాయని అనిపిస్తుంది. అండ్ వీ సీ అ న్యూ గర్ల్ ఇన్ దాట్. సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్ టు ద ఎర్లియర్ గర్ల్? సో ఆమె కూడా కనిపిస్తుంది మధ్యలో. సో దెర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ క్వశ్చన్స్, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంట్రీగింగ్. ఇంట్రెస్ట్ కల్పిస్తుంది ట్రైలర్ చూస్తుంటే, ఏముందా అని. సో కొంచెం ఏమైనా చెప్పగలుగుతారా అసలు ఏముంది అన్నది Side B?
I think he has told a lot in the trailer. In fact, if you watch the trailer again and again, there is a complete story there.
Okay.
You can actually guess the whole story, but it's not about just the story. Again, I want to repeat that it's about Hemanth Rao. It's about the way he's telling the story is more important than just the story. It's not an outright revenge drama. It's not going away from what is already created inside you. Although the genre has changed, the cassette has flipped, but it's the same cassette. You'll find, obviously, he has opened a few stuff inside A. Now he has to close it. So there is some kind of a revenge, but it's Manu's revenge. Manu, who is really innocent and vulnerable, deep inside. That core value doesn't change. A person will not change, even if he has gone through 10 years of trouble. He won't. The core doesn't change.
లోపల క్వాలిటీ మారిపోతుంది. ఇన్సైడ్ బేసిక్ క్వాలిటీ
will remain the same. Yet the experience has taught him few things, because of which his outer appearance and his outer the way he projects himself to the world, that might change. But deep inside is the same person. So it is not going too away from Side A.
Okay. So Rakshit, now it's almost 18 films completed. I think 2 more are in the pipeline. So you are like 20 films old almost.
No, I've done 12 films.
12?
Now,
no, but I thought you've done 20?
No.
18?
No, 12.
Okay, maybe some cameos also, I think.
Yeah, if you consider all that.
Jigar Tanda you've done.
Yeah.
So
let me not consider that.
Okay, we'll not consider that. So 12 films old, and 2 more are in the pipeline. So the next 2 films. And
this is the 13th film,
This is the 13th film. Yeah. So the next one is Richard
Anthony.
And the other one is there, one more.
Punyakoti, I have 2 films, and then I have Midway to Moksha, and then I have few more.
Yes.
Tenali, which is again Hemanth Rao's film.
No ideas of doing any straight Telugu film? ఎప్పుడైనా ఉందా మైండ్లో ఆలోచన?
Probably once I finish all this. Actually, many offers, but it's just that see, I look at cinema in a very different way. It's not that I want to go and perform or act in many films. For me, it's about, life and cinema has always traveled together. So each character I play, I know I'm going to take something out of it for life. So for me, it doesn't excite me when even if it's a good character, and that doesn't excite me. What excites me is what changes that playing that character, what changes it will bring inside me. So I can't do 3 films at a time. I can only do one film at a time.
ఓకే
Yeah.
నో బట్ స్టిల్ ఇప్పుడు వేరే భాషల్లో కూడా ఒక నలుగురు ఐదుగురు క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉంటే దే ఆర్ పికింగ్ అప్ ద బిగ్ స్టార్స్ అండ్ ఫర్ డిఫరెంట్ రోల్స్.
Right.
ఆల్రెడీ ఇప్పుడు మీరు పుష్ప చూసారు, ఫహద్ ఫాసిల్ ఇస్ యాక్టింగ్ అండ్ సమ్ అదర్ ఫిల్మ్ దుల్కర్ ఇస్ యాక్టింగ్. సో కొన్ని సినిమాల్లో వేరే లాంగ్వేజెస్ వాళ్ళని తీసుకుంటున్నారు. సో అట్లా ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక ఆపర్చునిటీ అంటూ వస్తే will you do that? Will you act?
The films which are there in the pipeline right now are the films which don't let me sleep.
Oh, okay, you don't have time.
So in the sense, if I get committed to any project, it will take 3-4 months.
Yeah, you should give you 100%.
Yeah. So I can't. I can probably, but the idea of the way I look at cinema, or the way I look the idea of acting, that will be lost.
Yeah.
So probably once I finish all this, then I'll look into it.
Yeah. ఓకే, బిఫోర్ వి క్లోజ్ ఐ హావ్ జస్ట్ టూ క్వశ్చన్స్. చూడండి, జనరల్గా మీరు ఒక నటుడిగా, డైరెక్టర్గా, ప్రొడ్యూసర్గా ఆల్రెడీ రకరకాల ప్రెషర్స్ ఉంటాయి. అంటే సినిమా రిలీజ్, దానికి వర్క్, పోస్ట్ ప్రొడక్షన్, ప్రీ ప్రొడక్షన్, ఇలాంటివి ఒక దాంట్లోనే ఆల్రెడీ జంజట్లన్నీ ఉండగా, ఆన్ టాప్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ యూ కాన్స్టెంట్లీ ఫేస్ ద పబ్లిక్ గ్లేర్. ఆ పబ్లిక్ గ్లేర్లో ఒక్కోసారి మీ మీద రకరకాల వార్తలు, రూమర్స్, ట్రోల్స్ ఏవేవో వస్తుంటాయి ఎవ్రీడే. అండ్ సోషల్ మీడియా నౌ, ఆఫ్టర్ సోషల్ మీడియా ఇస్ సో వైబ్రెంట్, ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఈవెన్ మోర్. సో ఇలాంటివన్నిటిని మీరు ఎలా తీసుకుంటారు రక్షిత్? హౌ డూ యూ డీల్ విత్ దెమ్? డూ యూ ఇగ్నోర్ ఆర్ డూ యూ రియాక్ట్ ఆర్ వాట్ ఇస్ ఇట్?
In the sense, I think I have grown enough to ignore him.
Okay.
Ignore them. For some reason, even the internet has been very kind to me. Unlike, but I feel bad when others are trolled for no reasons. There are troll pages which point out somebody's personality and say just because they behave in a certain way and you don't like it, you start trolling them.
Right.
So I've felt bad for others that way. But I think even if I get trolled, I probably won't mind, because there was a phase in my life when nonsense stories of my life has been, the TV media projected it in a certain way, the internet projected it in a certain way, and I knew that none of them are true. 90% of the stories are nonsense, but I never reacted to it.
Okay.
It's like, what's a big deal? 5 years down the line, people will forget it. Today, people know that lot of things are done for TRP. Lot of things are done for likes. Lot of things are done for more viewing. So
You don't
I just don't react to it, or I just ignore it.
But unfortunately, women are targeted more, and women in films, they get the biggest bashing. అంటే వాళ్ళ మీద ఫోకస్, వాళ్ళ మీద ఉన్నంత అన్కైండ్ యాటిట్యూడ్ ఇంకా మేల్ యాక్టర్స్ మీద అంతగానే ఉండదు. రీసెంట్గా ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ నోటిస్డ్ రష్మికాస్ ఫేక్ వీడియో దట్ హెస్ కమ్ అవుట్, ఇట్స్ లైక్ సో బ్యాడ్. I mean, so what do you have to say about this, Rakshit?
See, now we are in a world where artificial intelligence is developing exponentially. This is not going to stop. The technology is not going to stop. It is going to, another 2-3 years down the line, I think every person will have a software in his phone where he can just click somebody standing in a bus stop and change his morph his face and probably replace him with Will Smith in 2 seconds. That's where the artificial intelligence is going to grow. It's already grown. It's going to grow even more exponentially. At least the government should take a very strong stand against this right now, even before it grows. Because anything can be done. Anything can be done by anyone. Because look at people around. There are everybody is different, and now the criminals don't have to exist only in jail. They can exist in your own house, in the next room. You don't know, because it's a mind, right? If I morph somebody's face, if I don't like someone in the school, or if I don't like someone in the college, taking a video is like 2 seconds job, and morphing that face is another 2 seconds job. Am I losing anything? No, I am having my fun. That's how people are going to think. Unless there is a very strong rules made, and even the software shouldn't be available, these kind of softwares at least to everybody, unless these rules are made. And every software should come with a license, proper license, and as soon as you see watch a video, you should be able to go behind the video and see through using which software that video is made, and who made that software, is it licensed, so that you can catch hold of the guy who's run it. Actors are the first ones who are going to be targeted.
Yes.
But if it comes at least when it comes to actors, there is a voice, in the sense they can come and talk about it, and make people realize that this is not me, this is a morphed video. But what if a common public goes through this? Especially, let's talk about a girl who is not even in the media.
Correct.
No,
even Rashmika also was saying the same thing. I am an actor. I still have that, I can handle it. What if I was in college?
Exactly.
And it was not in films by then.
Right.
And this happened to me then.
Yeah.
How would I take it?
Yeah. And even worse videos can be made, isn't it? There also should be public awareness which has to be spread, because probably the guy who made it, if he realizes that, oh, I did something wrong, before he uploaded the video, he wouldn't have done it, or before he even made the video. So that awareness comes if somebody who is in a better situation, if he brings that awareness to people around him, then it will work.
Yes.
So that awareness has to be spread.
Yes. About the women in your films. So మీ అన్ని సినిమాల్లో, దాదాపుగా అన్ని సినిమాల్లో మీరు ఎంతైతే రోల్ ప్లే చేస్తారో, ఇంచుమించు అంతే ఈక్వల్ రోల్ మీ విమెన్ క్యారెక్టర్స్కి ఉంటుంది. అంటే డూ యూ డూ ఇట్ కాన్షియస్లీ ఆర్ ఇట్ జస్ట్ హ్యాపెండ్ టు యువర్ ఫిల్మ్స్?
I believe it's a crime if you have a character in your film and they are not part of the story, because then what are they doing there? Now we are talking about respecting women, but at the same time we use them as eye candy in a film without giving them a proper character without any depth. So any character for that matter, not just the lead heroine. I'm talking about if you want to cast a comedian in the film also, they better have a proper character. I mean, if you take the character out of the story, then the story shouldn't go forward. That's the only reason where you can put a character inside the story.
Every character should have a purpose
In the film. I mean, it is beautiful if every character has an arc. By the end of the film, everybody has gone through one journey, right? So everybody has to learn something out of it. Now that is a beautiful life. So that is how a story should be written, according to me. But at least if not all the characters, probably there are few stories probably you can't give justification to all the characters. So you can't give a proper arc to all the characters. But at least the lead actor and the actress has to have that arc. Even in Charlie herself has an arc.
Correct. Even if it is a dog is the main role, even the heroine has a role.
Yeah, exactly.
Important pivotal role she plays.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Rakshit. So I have just quite 5 short questions I want you to answer. Your top 3 favorite films among your films.
Okay. I think the first one would be Ulidaru Kannante, because I am what I am because of that film. Kirik Party because of what it gave me also. Also, I love that film for many other reasons. And then probably Sapta Saagaralu Dhati Side-B.
Side A or B?
No, for me, they are not 2 films, to be frank.
Okay, that's
for me, it is just one film.
Okay.
Yeah, these 3 films. I love all the films because see.
No, I'm just telling you the top 3 is what is what.
Charlie gave me so much that I can't ignore it.
Correct.
Or Rakshit has taught me so much that I can't ignore it.
Right.
So it's like choosing.
No, you are what you are because of your 13 films. But still, I mean, if you
it's
you
like
have
choosing.
to choose. Yeah.
Choosing. Who are your 3 favorite children among the 5?
Okay. All right. Next question. So, other than Kannada directors, who are your other 3 favorite directors from other languages?
One is Anurag Kashyap. He was my favorite. His initial all his films are are beautiful films. Maniratnam sir.
Okay.
He is one of my favorite, and there are many. I'm very bad with names. I mean, when I want them, they won't,
Okay,
come to me.
but you told two good names. Okay, so one word about these people. Okay, one is Prashant Neel,
Big canvas.
big canvas. Okay, Rishabh Shetty.
Rishabh, I should say Rishabh is a conqueror.
Conqueror?
Ah.
Very true.
He wants to.
He wants.
Ah,
Oh, he has already conquered.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
will go there.
Yeah.
Okay, Hemanth.
Other than being a beautiful filmmaker, he's a beautiful human being.
Okay, all right. If you have to say one line or one sentence about Puneet Rajkumar, ఏం చెప్తారండి? మీకు ఆయనతో పరిచయం ఉందా? ఆయనతో ట్రావెల్ చేశారా?
Yeah. My first film, when Simple Andushuri released, he called us home and he treated us.
Okay.
And every time a trailer comes out, he used to call me and tell me that how much he loved the trailer.
Okay.
He's a very one of the sweetest person, a beautiful soul. We all miss him.
Yeah, I know. Everybody misses him.
Yeah.
తెలుగు ఇండస్ట్రీకి సంబంధించి మీకు ఇష్టమైన యాక్టర్స్ ఎవరు? అంటే మీ ఎవరి యాక్టింగ్ నచ్చుతుంది?
I like different actors for different reasons. I will say I'll start with Chiranjeevi sir because he is the first one I came across. Right from my childhood, and he's one of my mom's favorite actors too.
Okay.
I love the energy what Junior NTR garu have in his the way he dances, because there is some uniqueness to it. He's not just a good dancer, but there is some that Indian classical touch too.
Yeah. He's a trained Kuchipudi dancer.
Oh, so he has that Indian classical touch to the Western dance what he does. So that is beautiful. Third is definitely Rana.
Rana, definitely Rana. Why so? I mean, you're like saying, oh, it has to be Rana.
He's played as what he did in Bahubali is just amazing. The transformation, the body transformation, the kind of dedication what he gave towards, and he loves cinema.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a beautiful thing
All
about
right.
him.
I'm giving you 6 names of your co-stars who's acted with you from the beginning. Okay, Shweta Srivastav.
Very energetic actress. Yeah.
Very energetic. Yeah, even I noticed that. Yeah. Shruti Hariharan.
Shruti Hariharan is also very very dedicated actress. I mean, she has 1,000 questions. When she's playing a character, I don't know how she implements them. While playing it.
Okay. Sangeeta Sringeri.
Sangeeta Sringeri has a bright future.
She has.
Yeah.
Okay. Rashmika Mandanna.
Rashmika is she always had big dreams and she's achieving it.
How do you feel about her success in Pushpa?
Not just Pushpa. Her overall success is very inspiring. I'm sure a lot of actors who want to be actress. I'm sure it is inspiring to a lot of them.
Yeah. Okay. Rukmini Vasanth.
Rukmini Vasanth is one of the best actors I have come across who has worked with me
Till now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chaitra
is very spontaneous actress. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rakshit. It was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you.
And wish you good luck for your next films also. And I'm waiting to watch Side-B.
Thank you.
Sapta Saagaralu Dhati.
Please do watch and let me know.
I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you.